Well, hello everyone out there in internet land, and happy Cinco de Mayo to you, and thank you so much for joining us today. It's Friday, May 5th, 2023. My name is Lenny Hernandez, and we've got a delightful show in store for you. Now, here on Arrow Nicely News, you have seen dozens, nay, hundreds, nay, thousands of pictures of happy, vibrant seniors living their lives to the fullest in Arrow communities. We've shown incredible events, outings, parties, birthdays, anniversaries, special guests, holidays, and so much more that happens throughout our communities. But now, we'd like to take a moment to talk about how we find residents that are perfect fits to call Arrow communities home. That's where Welcome Home comes in. Welcome Home is a customer relationship management tool that Arrow uses to help us better understand and work with potential residents. Today, we're learning about Welcome Home's products and services, their special relationship with Arrow, and how Welcome Home helps Arrow make more meaningful relationships with potential residents, finding the perfect place for them. So, without further ado, welcome to Arrow Nicely News.
Our house is a very, very, very fine house with 2 cats in the yard. Life used to be so hard. Now everything is...
Well, to learn more about Welcome Home and how they factor into Arrow filling our apartments with wonderful residents, I sat down with Cassie Tweten, Arrow's Chief Sales Officer, to ask her a few questions.
So Welcome Home is a vendor that we use at the community level, and it is a platform that helps us work with prospective residents and their families to kind of travel through the journey of moving into a community. The team that they actually have there too, they're so thoughtful about how hard it is for someone to decide to start to look into senior living as a potential next step. And so they work really hard to help the teams at the community level have the tools they need to really show up in the best way they can for families. So, and the team they have there at the community or at Welcome Home, they have such great customer service, and they're so willing to help us go the extra mile to work with families. And so it's just a really great partnership for us to have. Jacob is actually the person we work directly with. And he has such a big heart for working with, seniors and their families. It's just been really a great partnership. When you decide to take this step and move into a community, you're really stepping into the unknown in a lot of ways. And, it's really important for us to be able to show up for somebody and walk beside them through the process and help give them education and make sure that they feel really comfortable about the decision that they've made. And I think that partnering with a group like Welcome Home, they help us show up as smarter, more attentive, more caring people because they give us the tools to help connect with families more seamlessly. And I think that as a person who works in our community, it's really helpful to make sure that no one gets lost between the cracks because there are lots of people coming in to look into living in a community. I mean, people are going to just walk in, they're going to just call in, it's not like making a move happens between 9 to 5. It's going to happen of an evening. It's going to happen on weekends. It's a lot of different visits. I'm sure, people who are watching this right now are thinking back to when they decided to make a move into one of our communities. It's not, you show up one day, you move in the next. It's a process. And so it really allows us to kind of get in the car with families and help kind of navigate through next steps. And so it's really lovely for us to be able to have a tool that helps us really individualize someone's experience when they're making such a big decision.
Next, Nicole Rozsa sat down with Jacob Zawoysky, Customer Success Manager at Welcome Home, to learn more about their organization and their relationship with us, Arrow.
Yeah, so I'm Jacob Zawoysky. I'm a Customer Success Manager with WelcomeHome Software. So I've been there for a little over a year now. And so WelcomeHome Software is a CRM built specifically for senior living. We know how integral and important the jobs in the senior living communities and the operations is. We know how difficult it can be. So our job is just to make it as easy and efficient as possible from a technological and support standpoint.
Yeah, absolutely. So can you tell me a little bit about your partnership with Arrow Senior Living?
Yeah, so Arrow Senior Living was one of our first clients. So we've been partnering with them for about over 2 years now. I've been managing them for a little over a year now, and they are terrific partners. So I have a weekly meeting with their sales and marketing leaders. And what I love most is that Cassie Tweten in particular will come to each meeting every week and ask me, how do we get better? And so it's never just being complacent, it's never just we're good, it is how do we get better from a reporting standpoint, from prospect management, what features can we add, and I just love that, how committed they are to being better at being better, as Stephanie says.
Yeah, of course. And so what is your favorite part about working at Welcome Home, and what is your favorite part at working with Arrow in your position?
Yeah, great question. I think it kind of speaks to everything we've been talking about this week is the culture. It was one of the things that drew me to WelcomeHome Software was the emphasis they put on customer support and customer success. They really do value the customer and they genuinely listen. I feel empowered to consult and work with all of my clients. I think I was there for about 3 days and I got a client, and then I was working a pilot the next week, and it's not really even getting thrown into the fire, but just feeling empowered to be this leader in the senior living industry. And as someone whose mom works in senior living, my mom's a sales director at a community, my role is just to treat everyone the way I would want my mom to be treated. I would want the same support for her that I'm giving to everyone else. And so same can be applied for our partnership with Arrow. So those weekly meetings, as focused as they are on getting better, it's also about getting to know each other. How can I learn from Arrow just as much as how can Arrow benefit from using Welcome Home? And we're so thankful for that partnership.
Thank you so much to Jacob and to Cassie for teaching us about Welcome Home and the remarkable way that their software and organization helps us connect with future residents. I mean, it has changed the way Arrow has been able to reach people, and it has literally filled our communities with the most wonderful residents who live there today. Well, everybody, that'll do it for this episode of Arrow Nicely News. But don't you worry, we'll be back in 7 short days for another fantastic show. So be sure to come back next week for more joyous, heartfelt stories from around Arrow senior living communities. For Arrow Nicely News, I'm Lenny Hernandez. Have a wonderful weekend, an even better week, and we will see you all next Friday.
Now